Oh, all right. I gotta fix the point of view here. Jeez Louise. No, everybody's gone. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you don't do it for several months. Where did it go?
Oh, trust me. I wait till Sunday.
Wait till Sunday, right?
I haven't started a conversation yet, but oof.
There we go. All
there
right.
we go.
Let's get started, everybody. Welcome to the next session, the next floor, if you will, for the House of Hitchcock series. So, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing well, man.
Doing great. You know,
good to be back.
Yeah, I'm excited to do these movies. I loved the first one. It was a ton of fun. But those I had mostly seen. These, I had only seen 2 of them out of the 5. So a lot of first-time watches, so I'm looking forward to it.
Heck yeah.
Well, I mean, these were all first-time watches for me, except for The Man Who Knew Too Much, since we did it on the other one. So
yeah,
that was
kind of the 50s one.
Yeah. So to me, that was the same. But other than that, they all first-time watches.
Yeah, for me, I'd only seen 3 of them, so these 2 first-time watches as well.
Okay.
There you go.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, so the way this series is going to go, since there actually isn't a collection with all of these movies in it, each stream will be focused on a different decade. So today's episode is about the 1930s. And these 5 in particular are basically the last few he did before he came to the United States as a director. And so they're kind of like the creme de la creme of his British filmography. And then the next one we'll do the 40s and then the 50s for the concluding one for this series here. But yeah, ready to get into the rankings.
I'm ready.
I can't wait to see where mine was always super different on the first one, but I'm interested to see where everybody puts these.
You know it's going to be different. We're always going to be different.
Oh yeah. Well, and especially these ones, because they're not ones you hear about a lot, right? Like when you hear Hitchcock, you don't think of Jamaica Inn or you don't think of Lady Vanishes, right? But yeah, I'm very curious too to see how that goes.
I know whatever I put at 5, Harrison's going to have at 1. So it's just how it goes every single time.
And I'm going to end up agreeing with one of you.
Yep. Nope. Exactly. And since most of us don't have them on physical, today I got a slideshow with all the posters for each movie. And so when we go over each one, I'll be jumping back and forth with the different posters. So with that, who would like to go first for their number 5?
I'll go first. I'm always wonky with all this stuff. All right, so when it comes, look, this is first time watches for me. Okay, I know you guys are deep. KB's deep into the Alfred Hitchcock lore and everything, and look at his poster in the back. And,
there he is.
He is right
always
there looking
over
over.
my shoulder.
Yeah, looking over. So all right. So when it comes to these movies, there's these 5 films. Went in. I'm going, oh my God, what am I getting myself into? And I gotta say, these were pretty rough watches. And look, I'm gonna be honest, they were kind of rough, not because of quality. I mean, we already know what they're going to look like from 38 to 39. They're not going to be 4K quality. But I was going into it, see how the audio is. Some of them was kind of rough to listen to. I had to jack my stuff up all the way. And I'm looking for subtitles. And we have subtitles.
No.
Well, yeah, they're all very British, too.
Yes, they're very British.
Very British.
So my number 5 going in is the movie that I was like, what the hell am I watching? Because I did not know what I was watching. Is a movie called Jamaican Me Crazy. This movie, I did not know what the hell I was watching. I'm going to be honest with you. The dude with the top hat looked like he was the mastermind through all this shit. That's all I know. There was a scene, and I'm watching, and I'm pretty much lost. I said, you know what? Let's just watch the movie. But there's a scene that they tie him up with the other guy, right? And he has the curly hair and the white fluffy shirt, and they're tied. And he's like, oh, and the white lady's holding the gun. And he's like, gets out of it. And I was like, okay. He gets out of the damn ropes, and he grabs the gun, and he's just like, he's like, I want you, my dear, to shoot if he moves and all this. And I'm like, what is going? Look, at the end of the day, I was kind of lost with this movie. But I did like the ending. It reminded me a little bit of like a Frankenstein style movie when they all waiting for him under, and he's like on the top, and then on the ship, boat, and he's on the top, and they're coming after him. And I was like, I kind of felt very Frankenstein's monster. Now, I like the direction of the film. My only gripe with this was I didn't have subtitles, so this one was kind of rough to listen to and try to follow, whereas the other ones I kind of knew because they were all starting to be the same. And there was something KB talked about when we did the first House of Horrors. Is like all his movies just kind of they're kind of the same. Like it is what it is. Yeah, so
the tropes are there.
Yeah, the tropes were there. So like for me, my 4 through 1 is kind of the same thing. I was like, oh my god. So with that said, this movie I gave it are we rating it now or we wait and then we go around?
Oh, we could do it now. Yeah, what would you get it out of 5?
Oh, I give it a 3 out of 5. I thought it was good. I don't think it was like horrible. It looked horrible, but it wasn't. I give it a 3. I thought it was good, but I was kind of lost. I maybe you guys would clarify it more, but to me, I was just like, ugh.
This is one. I took a couple of Hitchcock classes, so this is one, and I agree with you. This is my number 5, just to hop in. But the best and the worst thing about this movie is the exact same person. And that is the person who is a director, like him, Hitchcock. But in this case, he is the actor. And more importantly, he's the producer, which is the guy with the top hat, a.k.a. the very flamboyant Charles Lawton. If you ever seen the movie Night of the Hunter, Love, Hate with the tattoos and all that. He directed that movie. That was the only movie he ever directed. I wish he did more, but
great movie.
Yeah, freaking phenomenal movie. But the whole thing about it is Hitchcock wanted to do Rebecca, which he ended up doing the next year. But they were trying to get one more British movie out of him before he left to go to America, and it happened to be this. But the problem was the producer was also the main star of the movie, and they couldn't do it like the book because it was like, instead of him being a squire or whatever he was in this, because if you don't hear him say, you don't know what he is. He's just walking around in fancy clothes. He looks like he got loot, but he's hanging out with pirates and whatnot. So. Yeah. But the person in the book is a priest. He's a pastor. And back then, the MPAA code wouldn't let a clergyman be a villain. So they had to rewrite it to be a different person. But, I mean, this is Hitch's last movie before he went to America. He actually wanted to kind of get the Daphne du Maurier novel for Rebecca. So he cut his teeth on this one. But it was so different from the book. It was like, what's the problem? I don't know. There's so many things to do it. He got Jamaica Inn, he got Rebecca, and of course later on he got The Birds as well. But the guy changed so many things, and because he was also the producer, like you see some actors like, can I do it again? Can I do that take again? And the director will tell you, okay, or I got it. He was demanding that they do takes and takes and takes. So it made for like long days and long nights, and because he was the money person, so he could do that.
Right, he could do that.
But it made for what ended up being a mishmash of a movie, man. I'm not a completist when it comes to my physical media collecting, but if I'm saying I'm going to have like all the Hitchcock movies, I had to get this to have it in there. But I have to tell you, I just cracked the plastic today because I'm like, let me just check this out, see if there's any video essays on it or anything. But this is a hard movie to watch. This is not typical of Hitch, but you kind of saw like little things that he would develop. You saw like that brilliance starting to come into form, and you saw it in some of his early movies, but you saw it here too, and then everything afterwards, of course. But yeah, I'm with you, and I only gave this a 2.5 stars, and I thought I was being very, very nice on that because it's just, I don't know. If I was Alfred Hitchcock, I'd be running to Hollywood after making this movie, and then it didn't do well. If I'm correct, right, Harrison?
Yeah, I think it bombed. Yeah.
Yeah. So after all that, and then it just like crafted in the movie theaters, the dude was like, "Man, let me go to Hollywood and call my own shots." And funny enough, Paradigm Case, which we'll talk about in another episode, he has Charles Lawton back again, but he's in charge. And you get a totally different performance out of him. He plays a judge in that movie. When you watch it, you'll see him. But compared to what he's, just crazy in this one, it's a total different performance. It's a total different movie, and it's a whole lot better.
All right.
All right.
Nate,
yeah, I guess I'll be. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to be the evil one because I agree with you both. This was my number 5. I gave it a 2. I did not really.
I accept that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was there.
I was just being nice.
I'm like, look, and I love Hitchcock, and I see, 3 of these movies, by the way, which we'll go through, have something that all of them have something that I love that made me laugh. This one had it, which is like the miniatures, where he uses like miniatures and little toy boats.
Yeah, on the water.
Oh my god, bro! I hate to tell you, most of that is like real. He did it on like a studio set.
He did.
Some dude died.
Yeah. Oh,
Some dude died of pneumonia on the set from having cold water poured on him over and over again. Yo, this movie's crazy. Yo.
Rest in peace to that guy. At the beginning, they have the little miniature boat. That makes me laugh. There's 2 other ones though that did it better. Anyway, I agree with everything you guys said. I will say this. I think the premise is solid for a film. You have these pirates that are basically purposefully crashing ships so that they can loot them and steal all the whatever they're carrying. This is in the 1800s. This movie's set, which so it's like really old. There's no cars or anything, but they're stealing it. The only thing is they also kill all the people, so they're murderers. But I like the premise. Then you have a little Departed action where you have a cop who infiltrated them as one of the pirates, and he's like, trying to get them from the inside. I like all that, but this movie's pretty boring for a lot of it, and it really takes a while for you to even figure out. So to Alex's point of him being confused, I do not blame him. I was listening intently, and even sometimes I was like, exactly like KB was talking, like, what is this guy? I know he's rich. Yeah, he's talking with these rich people, but what does he do? What's his title? What's his whatever? I had to look it up on Wikipedia, and then it said whatever it was, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I will say Charles Lawton, while he might have been a menace on the set, he gives the best performance in the movie, hands down. It is the most watchable thing in the movie is every time this guy's on screen for me. I thought he was funny. He was evil. He was a bad guy, but he was kind of likable. He would have been a great villain in a modern movie he's over the top. You kind of like him, but then you're like, actually, he's a scumbag. But then he kind of flip-flops, and then and then at the end he's and I love the way he ends where he's standing on the thing. He's like, "Behold!" and he jumps off feet first and dies. So yeah, I thought that was funny. The ending is terrible. It literally just stopped. Like the movie just stops existing anymore. You don't even know. I mean, I guess they got the pirates and he's dead. So there's not much.
It kind of just ends. Yeah.
But the main reason I gave it a 2 is I hated the lead girl in this movie. And one thing Hitchcock has is a lot of great female lead characters, like throughout almost all of his movies. She was so annoying. She does the exact opposite of what she should do in every situation. She is constantly getting in the way. She's constantly like, she goes to warn the people. He's actually a cop. Why are you helping? What? I know it's your aunt. I get it. But it's like, it comes to a point where she's constantly meddling. Then she gets kidnapped, and it's like, well, this is what you get. You're always getting your nose in where it shouldn't be. The only good thing she does is save the cop when he's getting hung. Other than that, I didn't like her. Yeah, that's about it. So I didn't really like her, and she's in it a lot.
Guess who made sure she was in those extra scenes and actually casted her?
Was it him? Was it Charles Lawton? See?
So when you see Hitch, and then we've talked about this before, but when you see Hitchcock like spending all his time with his leading ladies and his blondes and all that, it probably stemmed from this movie. So we could hate it all we want, but a lot of lessons were learned by Hitchcock from this movie. So there is importance. So all his leading ladies are followed, you know, his Grace Kellys and his Tippy and all them other ones. It's because he had a bad experience with them. He actually wanted extra scenes for her to be in because he liked her eyes. So just craziness, man. But Money Man will make it happen.
Yeah, she was very pretty. It was great, but it's like she's a terrible character. I don't think the performance is bad. I think the character is horrible. So that lowered it for me. Other than that, it did not. This is probably the least Hitchcock feeling a Hitchcock movie I've ever watched. You know, it was cool that they shot at the real Jamaica Inn, though. That was cool. Like, that's a real hotel, and they really shot there. Or not a hotel. It's like a port thing somewhere in England. It's like built in the 1700s. That was kind of cool. But yeah, this was not for me. I did not really enjoy it. Probably my least favorite Hitchcock movie I've seen to date. And I gave it a 2 out of 5.
Well, but the funny thing is that the one scene that really I was like, what the hell, was when the guy told him that he was a cop. Remember when he turned the gun?
Yeah.
And then he walked in. I did not know what the hell was happening. I was like, wait,
what are you doing?
I was like, what? Wait, and he had like the one eye, and he's all dirty, and he's like, hey, and we take him down. And the whole group of people was waiting for. I was like, oh my god. I was like, okay, you got me, Harrison. What you got?
Yeah. Well, now hearing you guys talk about it, I'm going to be changing my score a little bit. Because this and my number 4, or I guess this one was my number 4, and the number 5 are like basically the same score. So I'm going to flip them. This is also my number 5. I absolutely hated this movie. It's actually my second time seeing it. You know, I thought the set pieces were cool looking. I was very impressed with it, but it's just so weird and a boring movie too. Like, I had no idea what was going on half the time, and I've seen it before, and I was like, what is happening right now?
I feel it.
You know? So yeah, it was not a good experience. I kind of skimmed through. I was like, I've seen this scene. I don't need to watch it again. I don't know. I also did not like it. So, and I gave it a 2.6 out of 5. So basically 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we got some comments here. Acres and Movies. Lawton, wonderful performer. One of the greatest. Absolutely.
No doubt.
He's definitely the best in the film. And he's also, like KB saying, the worst part of the film.
Yeah. Who's Lawton? Which character is Lawton? I don't know.
The top hat.
The main villain guy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He had the money, so he made sure he got the scenes.
I liked him. He was pretty. He was a cool character, but yeah.
Okay. And you think he's wealthy and he's hanging out with like these dudes, but
he's a dirty pirate.
He's getting some of the cut too to maintain that, you know, that affluent looking lifestyle, you know.
Yep. Absolutely.
He was funny though. The performance is the best part of the movie for sure.
No, I agree. The
only reason to watch it.
The dude with the fur, the furry white. I did not like that dude. He was not with the curly hair flopping.
Yeah.
No, I did not. All right, number 4, right? All right, here we go.
Yeah, number
4. I mean, this one, I don't know where you guys are gonna rank this one. But the title sounds like a morning soap opera, because I'm going with The Young and the Innocent.
I knew what you said that what you were thinking.
Wrong one.
I'm gonna go with The Young and the Innocent. Now, this is another movie that I was like, okay, wrong place at the wrong time for the guy who found the little lady that was strangled in the beach. But halfway through, I was like, oh, what the hell am I watching? What the hell am I watching throughout the movie? It was okay for me. I was like, it was fine. I enjoy this one a little bit more than Jamaica Me Crazy. Because I felt like that one, I did not know what the story was going on. Again, it was older and, you know, audio and the visuals. This was okay, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know, the ending was weird. as hell. The guy is playing the drums, and they have black faces, which they were supposed to be black faces. I don't know. I don't want to sound racist on the.
No, that's what it was.
No, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
That's what it
So
was.
yeah, they were doing.
happened.
Yeah, so there will be black faces, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, slow," and he's like, "Oh, it's crash," and I'm like, "Bro, it's every 4." He's like, "Crash." I was like, "Oh my
Jack.
God." Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my God, he died," and then all of a sudden he wakes up and he's like, "I did it. I choked it out.
I did everything."
Yeah, I did
proud
everything.
He
Yeah,
started
I was just
laughing.
like, yeah. I thought that performance was pretty good at the end, but I mean, at the end, it was okay. I don't think it's better than the other ones that are that are leading up to it. For me, and the sad thing is that the other ones kind of all the same style.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what you guys think about it, but for me, Young and the Innocent, I couldn't jive with it. I mean, for me, I gave this one, I should have gave it a 2. Jamaican Inn, I should have gave that one a 2 out of 5 too, but I gave it a 3. This one, I'm gonna give it a 3 because there's no way I'm gonna give the other one a higher score than this one. So this one is a 3. I learned my lesson with Director Spotlight. I'm gonna give this one a 3. So yeah, I give this one a 3. I thought it was good, but to me, it's not my cup of tea too. It's just I didn't jive with it.
Yeah. I'm going to come back and talk about that. But my number 4 is a movie that we've discussed before, just in a different context, and that is The Man Who Knew Too Much, the OG version.
The OG.
I know Peter Lorre because he was in a Fritz Lang movie called M.
Great movie.
And great movie. And to see him in I saw M before I saw this. And I think this was one of Hitchcock's first American movies, or it might be one of the last British ones. But to have Peter Lorre be in a Hitchcock movie was really good. But there's certain moments that you have to talk about, and I'm going to talk about moments and scenes a lot tonight. But the way they use the editing and the music at the Albert Hall sequence to just continuously build the tension without any dialogue. And then we always talk about tropes, not just in Hitchcock movies, but in general. But the use of the crashing of the cymbals, and we saw this with the remake as well for the trigger. We've seen that made all the way up to now in Mission Impossible movies, but it had a start somewhere. And this was where it actually got its start. It was back in the 30s with movies like this. And I mean, I think if I remember correctly, we all liked the remake a lot.
I really like it.
Yeah, I didn't. I like that one. It was
solid.
And the problem is when you remake a movie, even if it's a different director, there's always a comparison. Now it's the same director, so it's definitely a comparison. And what I found we got out of this one that was different than the 50s remake is this one is more gritty. In comparison, it wasn't as polished, and it's a lot shorter. So I really appreciated that.
That's true.
But I felt like this ended up being a slower movie, a well thought out movie. But it was interesting to hear Peter Lorre speak English, and the Pepe Le Pew looking skunk stripe here and all that stuff. But he had a certain type of, I don't know, Hitchcock likes to make his villains, and we could talk about Charles Lawton again. He makes his villains very charismatic, and we see that here. He is creepy, but he's also charismatic. And I think between this and Lawton, this is the beginning of those types of tropes that we see. I don't know, North by Northwest, and a lot of Hitchcock movies, all the way up to Family Plot. So with all that said, it's still hard for me to compare and rank it higher. And not to say the movies that follow are much better, but just to cut it short, I gave this 3 stars. But I always end up doing a comparison, and then I go with the 50s version, the 56 version.
Nice. I got my guy looking like Frankenstein's monster on this poster.
I know, the green poster, right?
Yeah, he's green.
I kind of like it.
Yeah. Okay, so my 4 and 3 have the same score, but I have them a little different. Actually, me and Alex are in agreement again.
First time ever.
Yeah, first time ever. My
That's
4 was young and innocent as well. This was a first time watch. Had never seen it, like Jamaica Inn, and I think it's okay. I think it's okay, you know, but when I watch Hitchcock, I don't want okay. I want like really good. And I think this is okay. This does have the second and the best use of the miniatures in it with the train.
I love that train.
Oh my God. I was cracking up, but you know, it's in a charming way. I'm not laughing at it because that's how they did it back then. It was charming, but it made me laugh. I think the setup is great. And I think the ending's actually really good. It's just the middle part that is like, it's this love story between these two characters. Her dad's the cop. He's the criminal who didn't do anything. And, you know, it spends a lot of time with him on the run. And it reminded me of, you know, we talk about, you know, KB, I'm so glad he brought that up so we could always go back on it. All the tropes reminded me a lot of Saboteur.
That's
reminded me a lot of, a lot of other movies.
North by Northwest.
Yeah, guy on the run, accused of something he didn't do. And I'm fine with tropes. You know, they work as long as the story's a little different. And this one is a little different. But because I feel like, and especially going by the poster, they were trying to focus on this kind of like love story between these two young characters. And it was okay. Like at best, it was okay. I thought the girl here was really good. I thought both. I like all the acting in this was actually really good. But too many parts made me laugh when the guy is like, when the homeless guy is like, they're like, what did he look like? And he goes, he blinks like this. Yeah, he just does like a kind of a normal blink. I'm like, okay, cool. But I did like the mystery. You know, we got to find the jacket. It still has the tie to it. It was stolen and all this. So I think it's decent. It's a little boring though in the middle. Again, I think the beginning and end are the best parts. It's short, which is nice. It's like 75 minutes. And the last about 30 of it is really good. And the other 45 in the middle, I did not love. But I gave it a 2.5. Because I always think in 10s. I'm like, this is like a 5 out of 10 movie for me. Like right down the middle. It's fine. I didn't hate it. Would I reach for it again? No. But could I sit through it again? Yes, absolutely. I did not like hate it like Jamaica Inn. So I think it's okay.
Okay. All right. I actually
pick something out of left field. Let's see.
Nope. It's the man who knew too much.
There you
go. You know, I think the poster here is the best part of the movie.
It's a great poster.
I love Peter Lorre in general, and so I think this was a second time watch for me too. I really like the 50s one so much. I think I saw that one before I saw this one. So it was really hard remembering what I love about the remake and seeing how it was done in the original. I was like, oh, this is done way better in the 50s one. I did like, though, you know, you have the chapel scene with like the close up on the couple. And we mentioned the Royal Albert Hall scene. They are basically shot for shot in the 50s one. Like he really liked those sequences and camera angles and whatnot. I gave it the same scores. Jamaica Inn, though, 2.6 out of 5. I stick with the 50s one. I think it's a much better adventure, much better version of this. This one is pretty forgettable, if I'm honest, too, because there's like a good chunk of the movie where they're not, you know, traveling around the country or anything like that. They're just in a lot of rooms sitting and talking. It's just not that interesting. Much better in the 50s one, for sure.
Agree.
Yep.
All right. Let's move on to our number 3, Alex.
Uh-oh. Okay, so this one was rough. Not the movie. It was really hard for me to put where I want to put it. And I just altered it. I swapped something.
Ooh.
Yeah, I swapped it. Okay. I'm going to go with Sabotage. Or Saboteur, or what is it? Sabotage.
Sabotage.
Yeah. Sabotage by Beastie Boys.
Dead.
This one, I liked it. Father son owns a movie theater. Spy. I don't know. Alfred Hitchcock could do Spy, and we all talked about it. He should have did 007 in the 70s with Sean Connery. I think he would have did it. I think he would have knocked it out the park. I like this one. I thought it was good. It was kind of boring in certain things. I don't know if it was I don't know. I guess it's just the time. I guess it's the time. The way it's written for me. But he did some cool stuff in the movie. I liked it, but I kind of like the father-son duel thing. I don't know. I kind of liked it. It was kind of fun. It was weird, but I kind of liked it. On the movie theater, or was it theater? Was it?
It was a movie theater. Yeah,
it was a movie theater. Yeah, it was a movie theater. I don't know. I kind of like that one. So with this one, it's not going to go any higher. It's still going to be a 3 out of 5 with this one. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I didn't know it was a novel. Does he do novel movies?
A lot.
A good chunk.
A lot of adaptations.
Yeah. The Secret Agent. Yeah. So yeah, this one I gave it a 3. It's hard to pinpoint like the plots because like for me, some of these movies it was really hard to dial in the audio. But I did enjoy it. Like the visually, I was there. It's not like the other ones. The other ones I kind of knew what we were going with, but this one for me was I was a little bored at times, but it was good though. I liked it more than the other ones. But I go with Sabotage.
Okay, KB.
All right. So for me, this is where Young and Innocent comes in.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, I mean, and we're talking about one is one ranking, the other is right there next to it. But once again, this is where we establish some of the Hitchcock tropes that we see over and over. I think it's funny because it really is wrong place, wrong time. And we see that time and time again. We mentioned some ones before, and I was thinking while watching it, I'm like, what would I double feature this with? Would I do North by Northwest? Would I do Saboteur? And then it got to that long crane shot and the drummer and the twitching eyes. And I said, no, this was the wrong man before he made the wrong man. Because he has a way, and I'll talk about this again. He has a way of letting the audience in on things. So we see the killer before the killer is revealed.
Yeah.
And in other situations, we might see something else before the people in the movie know it's there. And we have that here. So I just love, this is technical, geeky stuff here, but I love the way the camera just starts up high and it just zooms in until you're on a super close-up of the drummer and his twitching eyes. And then you remember, like you were saying, Nate, about what the eyewitness said. And they weren't doing that back in 37, bro. So it was like, to see that back then, a lot of times I have to remind myself, yeah, in 2025, 26, that's like no big deal. You can do that with a drone even and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But when you think of the time when they were doing things, like I heard someone say Citizen Kane is not the greatest movie ever made. But when you think about it from the time it was made and the technical things that they were doing, it made it great for the time. Same thing here. That crane shot alone made it great because nobody was doing that in 37. So I don't know. It's a movie with a great setup, and like you said, Nate, great setup, great ending, and then that whole second act is just snoozeville, man.
Yep.
It is so bad. I would love to move this up higher on my overall ranking, and that's what I'm doing with my letterbox. I'm just basically going through the entire collection, rewatching them and re-ranking them, and I have a letterbox list that says Hitchcock rankings so far. And yeah, this is, I don't even remember what I gave it, but it wasn't that different from the other one. So I'm just going to say that I gave this one also a 3.5, but I could be wrong. I can't see myself giving it more than that. But it was, I would say a whole star of that is just for the technical aspects of it. And because that whole second act just, I don't know, take a nap, drink some warm milk, go walk the dog and come back.
I agree. That was rough.
You won't miss anything.
You won't miss anything. Honestly, this whole movie is beginning and end.
Yeah.
That's the whole great part to it. Everything else is just like, man.
You might miss him going to get give him some bread in that house.
Pretty much.
The webs on it.
Pretty much.
That's it. Okay, so here's where I'll break then from me and Alex no longer with the same. I went a little different now. For me, my top 3, honestly, I feel like are a great triple feature. If you're gonna do a triple feature, they all have a lot of similarities. My 3 was already mentioned by I think everyone else at this point, and it's gonna be The Man Who Knew Too Much. I, like Harrison, watched the original or the remake first. So I had seen the James Stewart movie. I went back and watched this, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I did not like it at all because I was thinking of that one. Now, even though we rewatched that one for this show, the first part, I had a little different mindset going into this because I knew it was different. I will say this one has something that and really my top 3, I feel like all do. It's got some action in it. And, I'm an action guy. The shootout at the end of this movie is really good when they're up in the apartment building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're shooting people, a lot of violence in this one. Peter Lorre's fantastic. And I think one of the main differences between this and the remake is this one features the villains a lot more. That remake barely features the villains.
That's true.
You spent a lot of time with Doris Day.
Yes. She's singing songs. He's, you're mostly with him, which I get it. He's a big star. He's a big name. And usually when you make a movie, you are with your protagonist more often than not. Here, I feel like the parents are kind of secondary. Like they're there and they're the ones who have to get their kid back. But Peter Lorre is the show for me in this one. And I thought he was great. I also have seen M. Fantastic. The first time I saw him was in a Vincent Price, where he played like an Igor type character. And he was hilarious.
Yes,
like
master.
Yes, he's so funny. But I feel like he's so versatile. I thought he was great in this movie. I like the focus on the villain, kind of. It makes it more interesting. Even still, I do think it pales in comparison to the remake. I just think that's a way better movie. I do like the way the guy dies at the beginning, though. Remember in the remake, they're in the town square thing and they're walking.
Yeah.
I hear they're at that dance and that bullet comes through the window.
Yeah.
And he looks down and he got the blood. And I'm like, okay, you've seen many movies do it after this, but to be so old and to have that kind of scene in it, I dug it. So I think this one is good. I want to change my score because I gave it a 2.5. I think it's a 3. I do think it is better than Young and Innocent by just a 0.5 point. But I think it is a decent movie. It moves quick. It's short. Again, there's another short one. Nowhere near as good as the remake, but solid. And it's a spy. It's like a spy. It has to do with spies and sabotaging things. And it's always a little vague in some of these movies. Like you kind of, even if you pay attention, you're like, I don't really know what they're trying to do, but I know they're trying to kill somebody. They're trying to assassinate somebody. I don't know who they are specifically, but they're bad. So you have to kind of go with a lot of those things. And this movie has a lot of that. Cause I was like, I don't know where these people are from. There's a church. She's like hypnotizing the guy. I'm like, oh, I don't know what's going on with this, but she hypnotized him. And, but Peter Lorre is worth the price of admission, honestly. I think he's great. So, yeah, I liked it. I gave it my 3 spot, 3 out of 5.
That was the Edgar Allan Poe movie, The Raven.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
He's hilarious in that movie.
Yeah.
He's
also, Arsenic and Old Lace. And
he's great in that.
20,000 Leagues.
I need to see that one, the Arsenic and Old Lace. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That's like hilarious. You're
It's
like, how did they get away with this movie?
Oh, I'm
it's
in.
Insane.
I've heard of it. maybe I'll get it on that next Criterion sale.
And of course,
I didn't even know he was in it. I love him. He's great.
Maltese Falcon. That's another big one for him.
Okay.
He's a great actor. Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
Well, he was in Casablanca. I've seen that. I don't even remember him. I need to rewatch.
He has the letters of transit and he gets killed by the Vichy police.
That's messed up.
Garde or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's great.
All right. Before I share my number 3, let's read some comments here. Let's see. Got a comment here from Makers of Movies. I love talking Hitchcock. Thanks so much. From Stacy. What's your favorite Hitchcock music part in these 5 or in all the ones by him you've seen? Music or sound effect of any kind?
Music.
I
like the Psycho music personally. I
was about to say Psycho. Patrol Car, Psycho.
Yeah, I like Psycho and I like Vertigo.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Vertigo's my favorite for sure.
Vertigo has some good music as well.
Yeah,
I love Vertigo's music. Thanks for the comments. All right, well, my number 3 is good old Sabotage.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, It reminded me a little bit of Stage Fright, in the sense that there's like a theater and there's the murder whatnot. Not necessarily a terrorist, but still kind of similar to that. I really like this one. This was one I'd seen before too. Wouldn't that be kind of a crazy concept? You discover that your spouse is a terrorist. I just thought that's such a funny concept.
Yeah.
I believe it's Joseph. Yeah, Joseph Conrad wrote the book.
Secret Agent.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did I like about it? I liked at the very beginning. There's like these interesting close-ups and camera angles of him building up and setting up to when I think it's the bomb that goes off at the beginning. I really like that. And how kind of claustrophobic we get near the end of the film when she's confronting him and they're in the theater and it's all close up and whatnot. I just really liked visually how this one looked. It felt very much like his later films. Like I was mentioning Stage Fright, that one has similar scenes and whatnot. This one was one of my favorite ones in this collection for sure. And I gave it a 3.4 out of 5. It's not a great film. There's definitely long bouts of sitting and talking. And a lot of these movies didn't really have music the way we do today. And even later in Hitchcock's career with Max Steiner and Bernard Herrmann and whatnot.
Yeah.
So these definitely are a lot more quiet, and you could definitely notice it for sure. It definitely needs more music, but 3.4 out of 5.
Nice.
All right. Alex, number
Top
2.
2, baby. Top 2.
This is where we see if we all agree at the end.
So my number 2 is The Man Who Knew Too Much.
Okay.
I like that one. I thought it was pretty good. I don't, it's funny because I remember when we did that one, I wasn't too crazy with Jon Stewart's character.
James Stewart.
I keep calling him Jon Stewart.
That's the Green Lantern.
That's the Green Lantern.
That dude. I wasn't too crazy with him in that film, but this one I could see the differences between the two. And it's funny because Nate talked about him getting sniped in the first half of the film or in the beginning of the movie, and it reminded me of Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom when the Chinese guy gets shot and you don't know, and then he looks down and he's like Indy, and then he just drops and Indy holds him. Like it had that vibe for me when he did that, because you really didn't know what happened. I mean, he just sat down and then he was like, it's okay, and then he went,
yeah.
So I was just like, oh, okay. I liked it. I thought the bad guy was really good. I agree with Nate. The bad guy was more of the focal point here, and I thought it was really good. The scene, I'm sorry, though. That scene in the church was horrible when they were throwing chairs at each other.
Chuck it was awesome.
Chairs. I said, this is so horrible. But other than that, like, for me, I was just like, it was fun. I do prefer the newer version because it's clean looking. And I guess it's a longer story. And I agree with KB. Like, it was way longer than it needed to be. This one was kind of shorter, but it's cool because you got 2 point of views. You got the villain's point of view. If you watch this version, and then the other version, you got the parents chasing the kid. Now the scene, and it's funny because I thought the kid is going to be singing like in the other one. And then they're gonna run upstairs, but no, it wasn't. Oh, and then when they went to the roof? Is this the one that they went to the roof and the guy shot him in the back? It was the dad or whoever. Was it this one? I think it was this one.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was this one, right? When they were chasing, they tried to be sneaky, and he was like, "Go get the girl!" And they shooting outside, and
yeah.
And then the dad is going up the stairs, and he goes, "Bang!" And he went, I thought that was so freaking funny. And then when they were in the rooftop, and the girl's like, "Get away!" Or the little kid is like, go back," and then the guy's like this on the edge, and then the girl sniped him from the bottom. I was just like, okay, this was not good. The other version, the remake, was a better ending to getting the kid than this. It was not believable. The guy couldn't. He's like, "I have no shot," and the girl goes, "Give me the gun," and snipes the guy, which I was laughing.
She was a gangster.
She was gangster. This movie, it's weird because this movie, I'm giving it a 4 out of a 5. I did enjoy this, while I did enjoy the other one more, but I did like this one a lot. I thought this one was really good.
I think this one has it's like Peter Lorre as a villain is what so the other one's missing. But I feel like in the remake, the goal of the group is more clear than in this movie.
Yes.
So as a whole, the villain element is stronger in the remake, but as a one singular character, this has the better, like guy you could focus on and say, oh, this guy's evil and he's bad and he's charismatic.
Yes.
But that one makes more sense to me. The remake does. Like, okay, it's a little more clear.
Well, this one, even when they were like this, I felt like the kid was not even the focal point as much as the other one. The other one was like, I'm looking for my son, and the wife is singing, and I was just like, okay, whatever. But yeah, this one wasn't. I didn't feel like it was a kidnapping movie for some reason. It just didn't feel like that. But
they almost forget him for a while.
Exactly. Yeah. Like towards the end of the movie, I'm like, why are we here? I mean, it was kind of similar, like the wife screaming during the play to stop the shot, and it was like the other one, and it was very drawn out. And one thing KB was right. I mean, the music did build up, even in the other one too. He kept the trope, I believe, in the other one with the music, and that scene. It was just 10 times longer and clearer.
Right.
But yeah, so. I give it a 4 out of 5.
Cool.
Okay, KB.
This is where I have Sabotage at number 2.
Sabotage.
A couple notes that I took just while watching this, I jotted down. One, just like having Salvador Dali in Spellbound. Thank you, Walt Disney, for having a special sequence created just for the movie. That scene when she's in the movie theater with the kids and she's watching like a cartoon, that was made just for Hitchcock for this movie, which is
that's awesome.
That's kind of baller, when you could get like a Disney cartoon, which was kind of hot at the moment, to like go to the movies and see a Disney short before the movie starts and have that made just for your movie. Also, every time I see that aquarium scene, I could smell it. I don't know. Neither here nor there.
I know how you
know what I mean, right?
I know what you're saying. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A couple of things here. For one, we call Hitchcock the master of suspense, but I think this is one of the earlier films where he truly earned that by, like I said before, showing the audience the contents of the parcel and then drawing it out as the trip to Piccadilly Circus continues. And then at the end, there's the music, and then boom, the suspense. And I don't know. We talk about Terrifier 3 and how we don't want to see like kids being murdered and all that. But I remember the first time I saw this, it shocked me. If this was your first time, did you get that shocking feeling like, wow, they really went there. They really did that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
And it was just the cool thing about it is that if you go back and you look and, just go through, if you're going to rewatch this and just skim through the movie, the villain is always there, just hiding in plain sight. He's the cinema owner. Yeah. And it's just really cool to see how he's there and he's watching. And another trope of Hitchcock is the whole voyeurism thing and incorporating it with something dangerous, like think Rear Window. He's doing that here. He's saying, like, you don't have to look for the villain. If you know who he is, he's right there. And you go back and see how many times you see him, and it's amazing. As far as the acting and everything, the young lady in this, she does something that a lot of people, especially back then, we're talking like after the vaudeville and stage days and silent movies, she acts so well with her eyes. I'm thinking about the confrontation scene with her husband, and you really see it here. She's also in another movie called City Streets. I don't know if you ever seen that, Harrison.
No.
But yeah, check that out. It's called City Streets, and it's Sylvia Sidney's in it. but check that out as well. She does the same thing. And I'm wondering if Hitch saw her in that and said, yeah, I need to get her in my movie, because it's, even today, it's hard to see actors acting without saying a word. You know, they might be able to punch or move across the stage or something like that, but to see like emotion in their eyes and they're not saying anything, that's pretty hard. So even for back then, I thought it was pretty good. As far as a rating, I keep going back to this list here. Sabotage, I gave it a 3.5.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, Harrison, you can leave this one up. It's my number 2 as well.
All right.
Sabotage. Yeah, this was the first time watch. So this was the last of the first time watches. Again, I think Man Who Knew Too Much, you go right into this movie. It's pretty good. They'll feature a lot of similarities. You're dealing with sabotaging, spies, secret groups who are trying to, affect people, kill people. The reason I put it a 2, because you touched on it, KB. I mean, this movie had some serious balls. Blowing that kid up. I mean, it's enough to blow up the bus, right? It's enough to blow up the bus. In a modern movie, I truly feel like this kid would have done all this stuff. He would have got off, and then the bus would have exploded.
Right.
And Hitchcock was like, nah, we're going to blow this
Kill
kid
him.
up. Kill him. Who cares? Yeah. And I was like, I did not expect this. I honestly didn't, because my modern brain thinks, oh, he's going to get off the bus and then it's going to drive away and it'll blow up. But nope, that kid blew up. It's important. It matters to the story because that's her brother, the main girl's brother. And I thought she was great. I agree with KB again. Like, I thought her performance was fantastic. Very beautiful. Great actress. But I love the villain, the main guy, because, he's bad, obviously. But he almost seems like he doesn't want to be a full villain. Like, he wants to help whatever this cause is, but he's not fully bought it because he doesn't want to blow people up. They're like, oh, we're going to do the fireworks. And he's like, I don't want to kill anybody. And they're like, well, fine. You know what? We'll get someone else to do it. And for some reason, that's all it took. He's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. But whatever. Maybe there's some other secret threat I don't know about. Or they're going to blow up his theater or something. But like, even the way the movie starts with him, it's like mysterious. Someone puts sand in this thing and it caused a blackout. And then you see him. It does the thing that we saw in the Young and Innocent, where they show you this guy did something bad, and then he goes back to his apartment, and he's like, I've been here all along. Give them their money back. I don't care. I got some money coming in, and I really liked it. I thought this movie was really good. I thought the story was good. Again, it got some balls on it, blowing people up, blowing kids up. A lot of people die. I love the dinner scene. I love the dinner scene when she's got the knife, and she stabs him and everything. Like, great stuff. That part reminded me of like Dial M for Murder, which I think we're gonna do later. But another movie I love. But yeah, it reminded me of that. The apartment. She's upset, and he's like, hey, whatever. I don't know. I thought this one was really good. Again, never saw it. Want to buy it now. I don't own this one. I watched it on HBO Max, and I was like, I need to get this because I liked it. I gave it a 3.5 out of a 5 as well. So yeah, that's my number 2 as well.
Good luck.
All right.
It's out of print or something. Oh Lord, I gotta make a bootleg of it or something.
I gotta make a bootleg.
I'll just keep watching it on HBO. If I really want to watch it again, it's there.
Yeah.
For now.
All right. Before I show my number 2, see if you got any more comments here. Nope, I think we're good. All right, my number 2 is a movie we've already talked about, and that's The Young and the Innocent.
Yeah, we all had the same one.
Wow.
Tell us what you liked about it, because apparently we feel different.
Yeah, we feel like it sucked.
Yeah. Look, I'm a softie at heart. I like romance movies. Okay. But I also really liked the Man on the Run kind of stuff. I've always liked those kind of Hitchcock movies the most. Like this remind me a lot of Sabotage we mentioned, North by Northwest. I think I gravitate more towards those ones than I do his more horror or more suspenseful like that. I kind of like these ones more. Let's see. I thought the cast was great in it. You know, I liked the homeless guy. I thought he was pretty funny. And like what do you keep saying that was really funny? He's like, sorry, ducky. Like, I don't know. Just the funny little Britishisms, man. I think they're so funny. I liked a lot of the camera work that KB was mentioning too. It was really suspenseful, really interesting. You know, finally seeing the big reveal and whatnot. I love that. Just all around, I had a great time with it. And but again, I really like these ones anyway, so I'm a little bit more biased in that way. And so I gave it a 3.8 out of 5. So I guess a 4.
Nice.
Yeah. I definitely think Saboteur and those and North by Northwest, those are much better. I haven't seen The Wrong Man yet, so I look forward to checking that one out.
That's gonna be good.
That's gritty.
Yeah, but
a little Peter Fonda in your life. Yeah. Or Henry Fonda.
That'd be Henry Fonda.
Peter, yeah. Peter. Henry Fonda in your life.
That's right. Yep. Okay. So I guess we all have the same number 1.
Put it up.
Let's put it up.
That's very rare.
This might be the only time.
The only one I have that I own out of these movies. There you go.
Yeah. This is very rare. All right, I'll go first. I like this movie a lot. It reminded me of a murder mystery, but not really. I kind of like the whole the girl disappears and they're looking for it. I mean, there are some parts that are boring. I was kind of bored, but at the end of the day, I thought it was pretty cool when they went to the back of the train and the guy said, he's a magician, and they're going through the boxes and all that. I thought that was fun. The part that had me laughing was the lady, like, while they're shooting the dudes outside and they're looking for her, and she's like, "Oh, it's a music note. Let me tell you." He's like, "Oh, I got it. I will remember that." And then like 5 scenes,
he has to remember it.
Yeah, he has to remember it. And then like 8 scenes down the line, he goes, "God damn it, I don't remember the song." I thought that was cool. And then at the end, she's playing the piano or something like that, and
she made it. She made it through the forest.
There's something about that scene, and I mean, any movie that you watch over and over. Disclaimer: this is like top 10 Hitchcock for me. That's how much I love this movie. But because of the way they used to shoot film, anything that's action, like fast running or whatever, you would see that they would speed it up because they use slower frames, and then when they run it back at 30, it just seems like it's almost like cartoonish Keystone Cops. So when the old lady gets off the train, all of a sudden she goes from, like downright needing a cane to like doing parkour over like the fence or whatever. And every time that happens, I rewatch it again, and it happened. I just bust out laughing.
Yeah, that was funny.
I'm like, does everybody get this? Does everybody see this? I know why it happens, but I just think it's so funny when it happens.
No, yeah, I get it. I think this is a top 9. I think out of all of them, this is the strongest one. Personally, I felt like this was it was easier for me to watch. Like I said, I like these styles of movie, like Anna, what's the hell's her name? The
Agatha Christie.
Yeah, I like her stuff. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is actually right up my alley. So I did enjoy this one way more than the other one. This one I'm slapping a 4.5 out of 5.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, this one's my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie. And it's funny because like if I put this towards the other ones, and the other ones are more popular, I kind of agree with KB. I kind of think this will surpass like Vertigo for me. I kind of like this one.
Wow.
More. Out of like, his British movies, this is like the top. This is like the pinnacle of his British time doing movies. And I just love the fact that, all right, you got a murder mystery, but it's also comedic. And if you listen to the dialogue enough, there's a lot of, I don't want to say political implications, but there's a lot of assumptions like, we're British, that won't happen to us. Or, when she's talking to the two guys, and they must have been like a comedy routine back in the day, because they show up in other movies. Night Train to Munich. Yeah, they show up in other movies like Night Train to Munich, and it's like they're playing off each other the same way. But they say something about lying or something, and she makes a comment to the fact that, well, maybe I'm not like Britain, I don't lie. So there's like little like digs and slides in there that I just love. Show of hands, how many people are or have been to AMC's before since the fork and screen era?
Oh yeah,
just Nate. Okay, so
Alex been.
Alex has been
AMC theater.
AMC movies.
Oh, I have a A-list.
Okay, boom.
Yeah.
So if you go to AMC theaters, their fork and screen or their bar is called MacGuffin.
Yep.
And that's named after the famous Hitchcock thing where there's something that everyone's trying to get. So Maltese Falcon is a MacGuffin.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole thing with the coded message hidden in the music is a MacGuffin. So you have use of that plot device, and it's not a physical thing that people are chasing, but it's like trying to find it out from the old lady, and they didn't know that. I forget his name, Cecil Parker. They don't know that Cecil Parker has it, but I just love that, and I love seeing this early example of a MacGuffin being used. And I'm always looking for weird double features. I almost want to watch this with something like Snowpiercer or something like that.
No,
just because it's set on a train.
This would be perfect with Murder on the Oriental Express.
I was thinking
that's another good one.
Yeah.
To keep the whole murder mystery thing going.
Yeah.
But that whole being in one location and closed in, it's like it's a murder mystery. There's comedic elements, but there's also that weird. Oh, we definitely see the class system, which is why I wanted to pair it with Snowpiercer.
Oh, yeah.
But you also have like a claustrophobic feeling. Every time they open a room to one of those, the door to one of those rooms, I'm like, it's mad small in there. And, they're probably paying top dollar for it. But it's just
luxury back then.
Yeah. I just love this movie. And it's funny, I put it on and my wife says, is this the one with the lady vanishing? I was like, yeah, it's in the title. So we love this movie.
Yeah. So the first time I ever tried to watch this, I did not get past the first. I didn't even get to the train. Didn't even get on the train. I don't remember what was going on that day. I bought this movie a while ago, and I was like, oh, let me watch this. And I don't know why, but then I watched it a second time. So this is my third time watch, or I should say second time watching it in full. I think it's great. I think it's hilarious. There's so many funny parts in this movie. Hitchcock, all of his movies have humor in some way. Now, this is British humor and old humor, so you may not always find it funny. This one makes me laugh. Those two guys, the guys that want to see the cricket match.
That was funny.
That's you and Alex, man, trying to get messed up updates.
Yes, but when they're even at the restaurant, and he's like, "We want a steak," and they're ordering it, and the guys telling him they don't got no food, and he's like, "What kind of restaurant doesn't runs out of food?" And then that lady's like, "Here, you can have the leftover cheese." She's like, "It's not as good as a beefsteak, but it has vitamins." And
that is so you. Let me tell you a quick story.
Me
and Nate, I went to Florida, took the family to Walt Disney Disneyland for vacation. Me and Nate, my friend Marcus, we and my wife, we went to eat out, and we went to the sci-fi dinner. And this dude, I don't know what we drank, but I brought everybody drinks.
I was poisoned, dude.
Yeah, Nate doesn't drink, so Nate drinks like an apple cider, like some stuff like that. And I got my other friends beers. And we drank it, and then we were high. I don't know how we were high, but we were all high. So we laughing. And
my way.
And my wife one drink. So we're all laughing, giggling like little schoolgirls. We're like, So I order food, and Nate never ate much. I didn't think he ate at this restaurant.
No.
Just like in this movie, Nate goes, "Are you gonna eat those wings?"
I said, let me get one.
The wings was coming, and you see Nate like hover like a hamster. He was like, "Are you gonna pass me one of those wings?" I was like, "You can have a wing, man." And he was like, "Man, we were laughing."
I ate my whole food and some of his.
So we were laughing. Yeah, it was
I don't know what was in that drink either. By the way,
something was in that drink.
He
Maybe it
slipped
was one of
from
them drinks.
Listen, I've had multiple drinks and never felt like how I felt with that one drink. So I don't know.
We were laughing. We were eating, laughing. We were laughing at all the. Yeah, it was so funny.
These guys are us for real. And I also love at the end when he goes outside. Like he's like, "I'm gonna go talk to them." He opens the door. He gets shot. He closes the door. And he's just like shot on the hand.
Yeah,
he doesn't even react. He's like nothing happened. Beyond all that, another great lead. The girl, I love her in this movie. This movie, you know what this one reminds me of? You know that movie Flight Plan with Jodie Foster?
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
She has a daughter, and everyone's like, "No, you don't. You don't have a daughter. Like you came on here by yourself." She's like, "No, I know she's on this plane." It reminds me a lot of that. But like on a train instead of on a plane. So it's got like it's got the murder well, it's not a murder mystery, but it's a mystery. Yeah. Because you don't know what happened. It's a missing person. And then you have it's got like a little bit of a thriller. It's got comedy, and we have miniatures at the beginning, the shot coming in, and the people are just standing on the platform and not moving. Great shot though, by the way. I love it. And you know what I like about this movie? Like I kind of like. I don't think it's slow. This one's 90 minutes. It's longer than 3 of the other ones, and it felt shorter than some of those. I think the pacing's good. I like the kind of slow build. Like the way this movie ends is not how it starts. You do not think that it's going to be that based on the beginning. Right, you got all these people in this hotel. It's all full. They're waiting for this train. It's delayed. There's a guy singing. You just meet a bunch of characters for like 20 minutes, and then once she gets hit on the head, and then she's knocked out, and then it kind of picks up steam, and then it becomes like you're crazy. No one's here, and it just kind of keeps building, which I love. Unlike Young and Innocent, where it starts great and then just hits the brakes,
falls off. Yeah,
this kind of just casually builds up steam to a great ending, another spy one. So that's why I feel like that's why it's a good triple feature with the others. It has to do with spies. It has to do with, trying to shut people up. They don't want to get this message and they're trying to stop her. You don't know who's good. You don't know who's bad until the end. So I think this one's great. I was pleasantly surprised the first time I watched it, and I liked it just as much the second time. I give this one a 4 out of 5. I don't know if I would put it in my. There's still a lot I haven't seen. I don't know if it'd be in my top 10, but it's close. It could be. I have to see a few more, but I do like it quite a bit. I think it's very good.
Isn't there a scene that the girl is questioning the 2 guys, and she gets mad and yells at the guy, and he goes, "I'm gonna go play cricket."
Yeah. They don't want to be involved in it. They're trying to get to this cricket match. They don't want anything that will delay them. So they're like, I understand that later.
She was like,
I have to get to the cricket.
Correct. Yeah. And then they end up not even getting to see it at the end, which is the best part. They miss.
That's too funny.
It gets rained out or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's right. Yep. Now I agree with everything everybody said here. Best of the bunch for sure. I give it a 4.2. What I love about Hitchcock movies, even after this one, is that it starts out all nice, everybody's getting to know each other. You're like, okay. And then it makes a turn. Like once the lady actually vanishes, you're like, oh baby, here we go. Now it's started.
Yeah, true.
I like that. I wasn't sure about it when, I was watching. I was like, okay, it's been 20 minutes or whatever it was. Nothing's really happened. We're just getting to know people. And then once everybody's like, what are you talking about? What lady? I was like, oh yeah, Hitchcock, you got me in it now.
Yeah, it's very like Murder in the Oriental Express, like that style. Because exactly. Like you see the detective, he's meeting everyone, and then you see everyone walking onto the train, and then when Johnny Depp gets killed, that's when everything picks up. You're like, oh my god,
exactly.
And yeah, so that kind of
Remember when she writes her name on the window and then they go in a tunnel and all of a sudden it's gone?
I love that.
What is that tunnel having it? I don't know.
God!
Like, it was right there. You saw it. He's like, I don't know.
I am
You're
not
crazy, girl. I don't know
crazy.
what you're talking about.
Well, when he punches the guy through the vanishing cabinet, and then she
Oh,
hits
yeah.
him with like a water bottle. She goes boonk.
Yeah. Oh, that part was funny too. She just hits him on the head. Yeah.
Yeah, he went boonk.
I
It
mean,
was mad
that's
funny.
like that's cartoonish, you know.
Yeah.
It is.
So
Absolutely.
I love that the comedic element always in there. And talk about that scene when they're putting him in the box, and he realizes that what she's been hitting with. He kind of like flinches, like, "Don't you hit me again?"
Yeah.
And they throw in the box. So it's
question.
little things like that. I just love it. So funny.
I know Alex probably hasn't. I haven't. KB and Harrison, I don't know. They remade this like in the 70s or something. Have you seen it? I have.
No.
He didn't make it. Someone did.
What,
I
Vanishing
haven't seen
Lady?
Yeah, The Lady Vanishes. There's a remake of this.
Really?
Yes,
Let me
but I've never seen it. I'm wondering if it's
No,
any
I'm
good. I mean,
curious, yeah.
yeah. It was in
I
the
didn't
70s.
even...
All right, well, never mind. That was my question. I don't know if anyone had seen it and if it was good or not.
No. I'd
Oh,
be
yes.
curious.
1979
Correct.
came out.
Hmm.
Yep. Years before the World War II. Okay.
Well, maybe I'll look at it one day.
You know what?
Yeah,
It has
why not?
no one. It has nobody famous that we know. Like
It might have
79.
been a TV movie. I'm not sure, but I know they remade it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Directed by Anthony Page.
Sounds like a TV guy.
Yeah, it
Sounds
sounds
like a
like a
TV
TV. Yeah.
I just remember this used to be a hard movie to find, like back in like the 80s, and even when DVD came around. And I still remember when Criterion said that they were going to release it. It was like a big deal.
Mm.
And I guess now you have the Blu-ray, Nate.
Yeah, that's a Blu-ray Criterion Blu-ray.
I
Yeah.
have to order it before it vanishes.
And you know what else is cool? This has a whole nother movie on it as a special feature
Yeah.
called Crook's Tour, a 1941 feature-length adventure film starring Basil Radford and Naughton Wayne, which I believe are those two cricket
Yeah.
guys.
Those
A
are the
whole
big
nother
guys.
movie with them as a
Yeah.
special feature.
So they had to have been a comedic duo. Yeah.
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 Like Abbott and Costello.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're great.
Charters and Caldecott.
Caldecott, yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue.
No.
Not as good. No, not as good.
I think that's so funny. We all had the same number one. I was not expecting that at all.
Rare.
That's
to tell you how
mad
much
rare.
it
Happen
stands
again.
out.
Yeah, it will never happen again.
It's not going to
No.
happen next time. I know that for
But you
sure.
did have the Young and Innocent at 2, which was the kind of the
We knew.
Harrison
That's
always
the
comes
monkey
through with a
wrench.
curveball. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say that movie is like one of the softer type of Hitchcock movies compared to like all the other things that he's normally involved with. So I mean, there's still murder involved because it's Hitchcock, but
Right.
But they don't
You
show
know.
it. You see
Right.
the body on the beach, and that's it. And a
Yeah.
little tie. I thought it was a tie. I didn't realize it was a belt, but until they started saying it. But yeah, that's true. That is a kind of a soft for a movie that deals with a murder. It's like the least sort of dark, especially of this bunch. Again, you got kids blowing up in buses, people getting shot. This movie has people getting shot. The guy goes off the train, they shoot him right away. Like
As he walks out.
they're all way more violent than that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that is our 5 movies from the 1930s of Alfred Hitchcock.
1930.
Good time. I liked it. Harrison, I know now. I know I don't mean to do this in front of everybody, but I look at the list and I'm just wondering if it's possible because we have these 5, and in the 50s we have 6, and in the 40s we have 5. But I'm like, can we add like Rebecca on there? Maybe.
If we have
I
to.
think that'll end up being.
I love that film, and I just want a good reason to watch it. To be honest.
Hey,
It's
talking
so
about
cool.
Oscar season, that's the only one that he won an Oscar for. So
I mean,
Really?
consider it. It's your show. I'm not.
Yeah.
But just think.
Well, I do have it paired with his other early 1940s films.
Never mind. Do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I think we'll see.
That's a no.
The third floor, the basement.
The basement
It's actually
level.
the ceiling.
The ceiling, the attic. Dude, we'll do for the attic. Okay, never mind. Don't do it.
No.
You got enough movies that you could do that. You could do it later. It's fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe I'll just watch it for the heck of it.
Yeah, but
You had Rebecca? Nah.
It's just such a good
no. We'll see it. Don't worry. But speaking of that, I'll mention what the part 2 is going to have.
Ooh, okay.
So we got Lifeboat from 1944, Spellbound 45, Notorious 46, Paradigm Case 47, and Under Capricorn 49.
Those last 2 are the ones I don't own. I own the first 3.
That Paradigm Case, it was on Kino Lorber, and then all of a sudden they had it without the slip, and then all of a sudden I started seeing it like people were selling it for $80. I'm like, it must be out of print. It's been out of print for like 2-3 years, and I have a copy, but I don't know where it is, and it's driving me crazy. I think somebody one way borrowed it, and this is the reason why I don't lend people my movies anymore.
Spellbound is also out of print if you're going to buy it. I bought it in LA at Amoeba Records for it was like $35, and but it said out of print on there, so I was like, I'm buying it. I don't even know. I've never seen this. I still haven't watched it.
The red cover
MGM case.
Yeah. That's a good transfer.
I'm looking forward to cracking it open finally. Three years later after I bought it. Alex is bad. He would have popped it in the day he bought it. He's like, I gotta make sure.
I gotta see it.
What happened to my Darkman? I'm now putting everything on and checking it out.
Oh man, you're making me want to go and check my Darkman because I still haven't.
My Darkman, I'm watching it and I'm like, oh man, I'm writing my review notes, and all of a sudden the color boxes are starting to come out. I was like, yeah, the squares. I said, what the fuck? And I started fast forwarding it. Did it again, and then my wife starts laughing, and I was like, oh, because I brought this years ago. I mean, come on, in 2024, we're in 26. I didn't see it for 2 years.
I will say, Harrison, I think from those 5. I have only seen. I've seen Lifeboat and Notorious. Those are the only 2. I have Spellbound, but I haven't watched it, and I have not seen the other 2. So again, it'll be 3 first-time watches. So I'm
5 for me. So
4 for me.
Oh, I just watched Lifeboat last week because I'm doing a challenge, and it was like a single location movie, and this Lifeboat is a single location movie. I'll give you a hint where it's held. But
on the beach? No.
Of these 5 movies, I will tell you, one is my 7th rank Hitchcock overall, one is my 12th.
Okay.
One is my 27th. One is my 32nd, and then the other one is Ass Bottom.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait.
That's
one is
last.
One is in the toilet.
Oh, interesting. The question is, will we all have it in the toilet?
If any of us put it higher than 5, he's gonna be like, "Where are y'all?"
Yeah,
I were like,
what's
what
gonna be
movie did you see?
Sure.
What movie did you see? Really?
No.
I'll give you a hint. If you see Alfred Hitchcock, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh shoot! Now
he's in like
I'm looking for it. I'm looking forward to
it. And no, I won't say any more than that. I'll just say that.
I think I know which one it is, but I will not say it.
You gotta go third because you gotta let me and Alex see if it's the same.
Yeah. I'll pop in later, or you could drag me to the bottom, and then
it's gonna be something else.
Do it that way.
I'm gonna love that one.
Most likely, you might love it, or it might
love it.
You will be the first of my Letterboxd friends to like it because I'm looking right now. There's only 4 or 5 other people that saw it. 1 star, 2 star, 2 star, 0 stars, and they said that in their review. So,
no worry, Harrison's gonna have it as his number 2.
You know it.
I loved it because it was soft.
There's kids in it, and young love, and I love love.
I love romantic movies.
I love it
on the beach.
I gotta make this sound like a creep.
sorry.
But for you and for this, I will rewatch it.
Yes.
Oh.
And I was saying too, no spoilers. I told Alex offline, Group 3 is gonna be his favorite one hands down.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. She's gonna like Strangers on a Train, probably.
Yes.
She's gonna like Dial M for Murder. I already
To
know
Catch
it.
a Thief.
Yeah.
AKA Chicken and Beer, because that's what I call
in
it.
there. He's gonna like
He's gonna like number.
I
I
got a
never seen
nickname
none
for
of
that
those either.
movie.
So
yeah, you're gonna like it. Well, some of them. I don't know if all of them, but
Wow, I just watched that recently too.
what, Chicken and
Grace
Beer?
Kelly. Yeah.
All
Grace
right.
Kelly, man.
Oh, I like Grace Kelly.
Yeah, she's into
Catch a Thief. Because Amazon had some crazy deal, like $14, brand new for a pre-order on the 4K Steelbook. I'm like, I like a glitch. And I just did buy now. I don't even know what debit credit card it went on. I was like, buy now.
It was only 15. Figure it
out. All right. Well, that's our show for today. Before we go, why don't you guys plug your stuff and anything you got coming on? So how about you, KB?
KB Loves Movies on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere your social media platform is. I'm also doing my podcast. So coming up for the Love Day, every day is the 14th, I'm going to have a conversation guest, and I'm also going to have an erotic thriller episode, because not everybody's into the straight up love stuff on February 14th. So my girl Celise from Queens is going to come and rejoin me for another episode, and we're going to talk about mostly 80s, but some domestic and international erotic thrillers. So that'll be fun for Galentine's Day.
Nice.
All right, Alex.
Oh, what do we have going on? Sunday we're back live. It's been a few months since but it's a total overhaul of the live stream. It's gonna be very I like calling it ESPN style, but it is gonna be a that style, look, feel, interactive with the audience. So this show is going to be we're going to talk about the John Rambo prequel that's coming out, give our thoughts on that. We're going to give our box office blitz returns. We're going to do our fantasy movie league, fantasy box office league that we're doing. We're going to reveal the rules on this Sunday. So if you guys want to participate, you can check out the rules when we go live Sunday. Also, we are going to have Cinema Today, which we talk about John Rambo, which that's the segment that is called. And you guys get to call into the show, and you get to talk to us from your phones. Now, I'll talk more briefly about that on Sunday, how that's gonna work, because I know a lot of people are very like, you gonna have my cell phone? No, I'm not. So we'll talk about how that works. But yes, you could now call in and talk to us directly on whether it's chat or through the actual phone lines. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to coming back live. So we have tons of stuff planned for the live streams. And we have our three main topic is our 3 4Ks that were great, and then the ones that we're looking forward to future or it hasn't come out yet. Like what do
top
we
3
want?
from 2025 and the 3 we're hoping or
on
looking
Beyond coming out. So look at Sunday at 8 p.m. Oh, and 2 live reviews of Sheltered and Send Help, which that's gonna be Nate and me and Nate gonna do Sheltered together because I'm seeing it that Sunday. So there's a lot of stuff live. 4K review. I did my 4K review of Darkman. I compared it to the 2010 Blu-ray, so you guys get to see the quality of the two. That's up now, and I just got an email. My Dante's Peak from Germany is coming tomorrow, so it'll be Turbine Dante's Peak versus Kino Lorber on Tuesday. That's when I'm gonna do the video will go up. So you guys are interested? That will be up on the channel.
Heck yeah! All right, Nate.
A lot of stuff.
All right, and the only things he missed. We got Action Movie Guys coming back.
Yes.
We've already recorded 2 episodes. I don't know when they're dropping soon.
They are, yeah.
And we're going to record a 3rd episode on Sunday. So we're going through the Mission Impossible. But now that the last one came out, I've had this on the schedule for like 3 years, but because they kept making them, we kept not doing it.
Yeah.
So now that I think they're done, we're doing the Mission Impossible movies. Fingers crossed. We're doing it in seasons. So season 1 is movies based on TV shows. Mission Impossible being the probably biggest franchise that is that. So those are going to be coming soon. And we have the director spotlight. We're still working our way through Steven Spielberg. Amistad dropped today. So if you want to get mine, Alex, and Evan, our other friend Evan, our thoughts on Amistad, check it out. They're more long form podcast style. So 35 to 45 minutes typically. But we break down the movie. We give fun facts. We give box office. We kind of go over the history of the movie and then give our reviews on it. And then the next week will be Saving Private Ryan next Friday. So we will be dropping that. We're going in order of his filmography. So that's his 18th out of 34 films that he's completed. So those come out every Friday. Way to go. we got a long way and a lot of great movies to go still. We haven't even gotten to the 2000s yet. So I'm looking forward to that. Those are fun to do.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks again, guys, for coming on today. I always love doing these streams. Just love having everybody on talking Hitchcock. It's always really, really fun. And you can find me here on YouTube at Really Old Movies. I do a movie review every week. This week's is The Cameraman from 1928, starring Buster Keaton. So check out that. That'll be releasing on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific. And then next week will be Great Expectations, a David Lean film. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But thanks again, guys, for coming on. And we'll do the next one of these tail end of February. So be on the lookout for that. Need some time to watch the movies, but
I'm gonna be in suspense for a month of what's KB's least favorite Hitchcock movie.
It's gonna kill me, man.
I can't wait to find out.
It's not the worst. It's just down there.
It's near the bottom.
Okay.
It can't be Jamaican Inn. It can't be Jamaican Inn.
It might be right around there. If not lower.
Boy.
Oh boy. But anyways, this has been House of Hitchcock, The Next Floor. I'm host Harrison Scullin. These are my co-hosts KB, Nate, and Alex. Take care, everyone.
Alrighty.
Peace out.
Watch a movie.